Alright guys, welcome to our new WySpike video explaining the new 2021 rules. So sit down, get relaxed, it's going to be a little bit of a journey. Let's get at it. Alright guys, the very first rule that we have is now serving lines have moved from 6 feet to 7 feet. So you're scooting back just a foot, which isn't very much, but it does make your serves come in at a lower angle. To counteract this, you can now lean over the line, so you can toss forward and swing inward, but don't let your momentum take you into the serving circle. Alright, so what does this mean? Let's go a little bit more in detail. So what it means is, now when you're tossing and you're hitting, you have to wait until the ball contacts the net to pick up your pivot foot, so make sure you keep your foot down. Secondly, your momentum cannot take you into the circle, so after you've swung as hard as you can on that serve, you cannot fall into the circle, step into the circle, you can't have someone catch you in the circle. So make sure you gain your balance back and then stand up, and then you can go into the circle. Otherwise, it's going to be a fault. Also new with serving is some new lip rewording. So for the most part, lips/pockets are going to be about the same, but they've done their best to try and clarify it as best they can. So now they've reworded it to say that a lip or a back pocket is both a ball that comes in and then exits at a steeper angle, as well as hits the back 1/3 of the net. So what's an example of this? If the ball comes in at about 30 degrees, hits the front pocket, but travels along the net just a little bit to the back pocket and comes out at 35 degrees, that's going to be no good because it matters where the ball exits. This is also true if the ball hits the side of the net and pops up into a steeper angle as well. If you hit the middle of the net, but your cut serve takes it to the side and then it pops up and comes out at a steeper angle, that is also a fault. Another update for the top level Premier players, no hit zone. 1.5 feet around the net, you can no longer step in while you are hitting. Note, I say only while you are hitting. This means you can serve, receive, and set your partner, and even run through it right before you hit as long as you step out first. So this means if you're hitting, both of your feet need to be outside the circle on the ground before you can touch that ball. Make sure if you go in the circle, you come back out and then take your swing. Don't swing too hard though, because your momentum might take you into the circle. Just like the 7-foot serving, you cannot fall into the circle after you hit. So make sure to stay outside, dive over if you have to. Also, your partner can't help you either. So you're on your own for this one. There's one last rule we got to go over, and that is our soft touch rule. This means if you are inside the service circle and the ball is coming at you at an upward trajectory and you get a touch, you can also take the second touch, but you cannot hit it on the net. You must set your partner. What's an example of this? You're playing body defense out here, you're inside the service circle, which is now 7 feet, so you got a little bit more room. The ball's coming at an upward trajectory, hits your body, goes straight up. Your partner's nowhere to be found. He didn't trust you, he ran behind you. Now, while your partner's coming back, you give a nice little set, and they can hit outside the no-hitting zone.